Hi everyone, myself Naveen. I am the maths mentor and today's session is about factorization. We can also call it as splitting the middle term. So as this concept is very useful throughout your studies, right? So how to factorize given quadratic polynomial? Do you know what do you mean by quadratic polynomial? A polynomial whose degree is equal to 2, it is said to be quadratic polynomial. For example, consider a polynomial x square plus 3x plus 2. Right? Here the variable involved is x and whose power is 2. I mean highest power is 2 here. Here degree of this term, that is x square, is 2. And we have second term, that is 3x. Variable involved is x here, whose power is 1 and degree will be 1. And this 2 is called constant term. Degree of constant term is 0. Among these three terms, what is the highest degree? Of course, highest degree is 2. Here degree equal to 2. Hence, this polynomial is said to be quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. So, we have to find out roots of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, by using splitting the middle term, or also we call it as factorization. Yes, here we have a constant term. Here constant term is 2 and the middle term is here. Here middle term is 3x. As I told you, we can also call it as splitting the middle term. As the middle term is here 3x, we have to split this middle term into two numbers. So call it as number 1 and number 2. And the constant is here. Here the constant is 2. Constant term is here 2. I mean here it has to satisfy two conditions. What is the first condition? The first condition is when we add number 1 and number 2, when we add number 1 and number 2, we need to get middle term. And the second condition is when we multiply n1 into n2, we have to get constant term. So this term, this is the condition when we are splitting the middle term or when we are factorization. Children, here the first term is x square, second term is 3x and the third term is 2, that is constant term. Right? Now, if you see here, here the constant term is 2. That 2, how you will get 2? Your middle term is 3x and what are the factors of 2? The factors of 2 are 2 into 1. I mean 2 1 ja 2, right? 2 1 ja 2. See here the condition, first condition is what? n1 plus n2 equal to middle term. n1 plus n2 is equal to middle term. I mean we need to split the middle terms into two numbers. We need to split the middle term into two numbers, and when we multiply that two numbers, we need to get constant term. See, this is the first condition we are satisfying. What is the second condition is satisfying? See, we are multiplying 2 into 1. This is number 1 and this is number 2. n1 into n2, we got constant term, that is 2. We got constant term 2. At the same time, if I add n1 plus n2, I mean if I add 2 plus 1, how much I'll get? 3, right? So the first condition is what? n1 plus n2 equal to middle term. So n1 in the sense number 1 2, n2 in the sense number 2 1. If I add 2 to 1, I'll get middle term. These two condition has to satisfy, right? Children, if you observe here, I can write as x square plus this 3x I can write as 2x plus 1x, right? If I add 2x to 1x, I'll get 3x plus constant term 2, right? Now listen carefully. Here we have x square. What is the meaning of x square? X square in the sense x should be multiplied by 2 times. X into x, that is x square, right? So I can write as x square as x into x plus, what is the meaning of 2x? The meaning of 2x is 2 into x, right? 2 into x plus, what do you mean by 1x? 1x in the sense 1 should be multiplied by x. I mean 1 into x plus 2. Is it clear? Now coming to consider these two terms. From these two terms, here we have x, here also we have x. So that I can take x as common. Yes, I can take x as common. If I take x as common, from here we took x as common. So we have one more x here, x plus, here also we took x as common. What is left over here? Left over is 2 here, right? Plus, so here we have 1 into x plus 2. Children, this 2 I can write as 2 into 1, right? 2 1 is 2. Now from these two terms, I can take 1 as common. If I take 1 as common, what is there here? Here we have x, and what is there here? We have 2. Now again if you observe here, here also we have x plus 2, here also we have x plus 2. So that I can take x plus 2 as common. If I take x plus 2 as common, so here we have x plus, here we have 1. So what are the factors of x square plus 3x plus 2, children? That is x plus 2 into x plus 1. I hope you understood this, right? Okay, let us do one more question so that the concept is more clear. X square plus 5x plus 6. Yes students, here what is the constant term? Here the constant term is what, children? Constant term is 6, children, right? What is the middle term here? Middle term is 5x, right? This is called constant term. This is called middle term. That is x coefficient is 5. Here x square is there, right? Okay. Now the thing is we have to split the middle term into two numbers. Okay. So let us take what is the constant term here? Constant term is 6, right? Okay. What is the second condition, children? When we multiply two numbers, we need to get constant term. Okay. So for that, let us see what are the factors of 6. Factors of 6 are 1 6 is 6, 1 6 is 6, 2 3 is 6, 3 2 is 6, and 6 1 is 6. See here, we have first. Let us check the first possibility, 1 into 6. Yes, of course 1 6 is 6. Okay. Second condition is satisfied. Now coming to first condition. What is the first condition, children? The first condition is when we add these two numbers 1 and 6, we need to get middle term. Do we get middle term here? Here middle term is 5x, students. So if I add 1 to 6, how much I will get? I will get 6. Is there any possibility? Do we get the middle term? No. So factors of 6, that is 1 and 6, are not possible in this case. Now coming to second condition, second factors, that is 2 and 3. I mean, when I multiply these two numbers, 2 into 3, 2 3s are 6. Of course, second condition is satisfying. When we multiply the two numbers, we are getting constant term. And the first condition is what? N1 plus N2 equal to middle term. I mean, if we add these two, 2 plus 3, we are getting 5. Yes, of course, the middle term is 5x only. So, what are the two numbers, children? Here the two numbers are 2 and 3. Right? So, this 5x I can write as 2x plus 3x, students. Right? So, we have x square first term and the constant term is 6. Got it? Yes. Of course, x square I can write as x into x plus 2x I can write as 2 into x plus 3x I can write as 3 into x plus, what do you mean by 6? 6 is nothing but 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6. Right? Now, consider these two terms. Among these two terms, here also I have x, here also I have x. I can take x as common. So, here one more x is there and here we have 2. Is it clear, children? If we take x as common, suppose if we take x as common, what are the two terms left over here? One is x and other one is 2. Right? Now, coming to these two terms, among these two terms, here also we have 3, here also we have 3. So, if I take plus 3 as common, what is left over here, children? Left over is your x plus 2, right? Now, from these two terms, this is first term, this is second term, we have here also x plus 2, here also x plus 2. So that I can take x plus 2 as common. What is left over here, children? X and 3. So, what are the factors of x square plus 5x plus 6, which is equal to x plus 2 into x plus 3. Got it? Now, let us observe one more question. Let us observe one more question, that is x square minus x minus 12. Students, here what is the middle term, children? Here the middle term is minus x. Sign is so much important. You have to consider sign also. And here constant term is minus 12. So, middle term is minus x and constant term is minus 12. The thing is, we have to split the middle term into two numbers. The condition one is, sum of the two numbers must be middle term. Product of the two numbers must be constant term. Here the constant term is minus 12, children. Consider minus 12. Yes, consider minus 12. What are the factors of 12, children? The factors of 12 are 1 12 ja 12, 3 4 ja 12, 6 2 ja 12, 12 1 ja 12, 4 3 ja 12, etc. Right? They are the factors of 12. Now the condition is what here, children? Condition is here, product of two numbers must be constant term, sum of two numbers must be middle term. But if you observe here, we have a sign here, negative sign, minus 12. Okay? So let me consider this possibility, that is 3 4 ja 12. 3 4 ja 12. Right? So 3 4 ja 12 or 4 3 ja 12, whatever it may be. Okay, the factors of 12 are 3 and 4. Here we have negative sign, right? So let me take minus 4 and plus 3. As we know that minus into plus minus, minus 4 into plus 3, which is equal to minus 12. Second condition is satisfying because product of these two numbers is constant term, which is minus 12. Now first condition is sum of two numbers must be middle term. Let us add these two numbers. Minus 4 plus 3, which is equal to how much, children? Minus 4 plus 3. I mean we have 4 minus and we have here plus 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 pluses. Okay, minus plus gets cancelled, minus plus gets cancelled, minus plus gets cancelled. We have how much? How many minuses? Only one minus. So answer is minus 1. So actually we want minus 1x only. Yes, we got minus 1. So what are the factors of 12, children, in this case? Minus 4 and 3. I mean I can write as x square minus 4x plus 3x. Minus 4x plus 3x, that is minus 1x. And minus 12, right? Now from these two terms and from these two terms, as we know that x square in the sense x into x, 4x in the sense 4 into x, plus what do you mean by 3x? 3 into x, minus what do you mean by 12? 12 in the sense 3 into 4, 3 4 ja 12. Now from these two terms I can take x as common. If I take x as common, so what is left over here, children? X and minus 4, right? Now from these two terms, if I take 3 as common, because here we have 3, here also we have 3. Let me take 3 as common. If I take 3 as common, what is left over here? X minus 4, right? Once if you observe here, whatever the term you will get here, whatever the expression x minus 4 here you got, here also you will get x minus 4 only. Same, right? Now we have x minus 4. Let us take x minus 4 as common. So left over is here x and 3. So what are the factors of x square minus x minus 12? That is x minus 4 into x plus 3. Okay. Now coming to one more example. X square minus 6x plus 9. Students, here what is the middle term and what is the constant term? Middle term is minus 6x, that we have to divide into two numbers, and the constant term is 9. Okay, let us take constant term 9. What are the factors of 9? 1 9s are 9. 3 3s are 9, right? So here which possibility we have? 1 9s are 9, 3 3s are 9. So let us take 3 3s are 9. But see here, children, the middle term is actually minus 6x, right? So let me take minus 3 and minus 3. Why I took minus 3 and minus 3? Because constant term is 9. If I multiply minus 3 into minus 3, minus 3 into minus 3, minus into minus plus, 3 3s are 9. I mean product of two numbers is constant term. Now if I add these two numbers, number 1 and number 2, minus 3 plus minus 3, which is equal to how much? Both are same signs. We need to add 3 plus 3, 6. The sign we have minus here, minus 6. We are getting minus 6. That is middle term only. So the factors are here minus 3x and minus 3x. So x square minus 3x plus 9. From these two terms, if I take x as common, x square in the sense x into x, see x into x, x square, minus already we took x common, you will get 3. Children, as 9 in the sense 3 into 3. What do you mean by 9? 9 in the sense 3 into 3. Here also we have 3. Here also we have 3. Let me take 3 as common. Here we have x. Listen, children, carefully. Here we took minus common. So minus into plus minus, right? So here I have to put symbol minus, children, because see minus into minus, again we should get plus, children. So what is there here? Remaining term 3. See, whatever the term you will get, the same term you will get here. Now I can take x minus 3 as common. If I take x minus 3 as common, again I got x minus 3 only. Here the two roots are equal. Okay, that is a separate case that we will discuss in when we are doing polynomial chapters, right? So the factors are here x minus 3 and x minus 3. So this is the basic concept, that how to split the middle term and how to factorize the given polynomial. I hope this concept is very clear to you. Please hit subscribe button, like it and share it, children. Thank you.